Hey everyone, it is Crystal with Pineapple Papers, and it is the last Wednesday of the month. That means it is time for Off the Board. We went to Mexico for spring break, and so of course you gotta look at outfits, right? And I think Pinterest is really good at that. So I've been seeing a lot of these long skirts, and they're just layers upon layers. And I was like, "Oh, this would be perfect." So I tried one on before we went and not perfect. That's just not the look for me. All those ruffles just make me rufflier, and I don't need any extra ruffles apparently. So, but it looks great on her and it is great inspiration. So, uh gonna go with it for the inspiration, unfortunately not to wear, but that's okay. So, I am starting with a half and half, and I decided to do the bottom because obviously the skirt is worn on the bottom. And so I went ahead and tore it in half because this is my last piece of a full 12 by 12 paper from my March kit for Color Rush Studios. So this is my last layout. So I'll have a layout share for you on Sunday. I can show you all the layouts and what I have left. So, um, so I started with the big layer, and then I am going to add the blue and white gingham pattern frazzle as my next layer. And then I have a little tiny bit of that cute tissue paper left. So I'm going to add that as my next layer. And then my last layer is going to be that blue and white. I don't know what it's called. Kind of the wallpapery looking one. Now, to me, this is a very pretty layout. And this photo of my nephew, I'm not going to say it's not pretty. It's just messy. So it's a little hard to tell, but my guess it's an avocado, and it is all over him. Like, he is wearing it, and he is loving life. Like, that kid is just living life, and I just thought it was super funny. So even though the layout's a little pretty, I think that the mess is good. Now that I'm kind of looking at it, I think that I probably should have added some splatters because it is a messy layout, and he needs some splatters, right? Like, but I don't. So here I am trying to figure out if I can do something different with the frazzle. Like, I don't know what I was thinking. I was thinking kind of like a rolled flower, but that didn't work. So I'm looking at the other flowers and I'm like, no, I don't want any flowers. This is not going to be a flower page. This is going to be a butterfly page. So I pull out 3 of the blue fussy cut butterflies. And I did go ahead and make a tiny little cluster up in the top right-hand corner. So I have a little bit of the tissue paper and a little bit of the frazzle up there. Nothing's glued down. It's just kind of sitting up there at the moment. And as you can see, I really don't have a whole lot of anything left. So I am loving adding the frazzle to the tops of my photos as tabs. I love me some tabs, and I think the frazzle works totally perfect for a tab. And so I'm going to do 2 of the frazzle tabs, and then I'm actually going to kind of make my own paper tab. So I'm just using my tiny attacher to attach those to the top. Now that little piece of paper went all the way to the end of my photo mat, and I didn't like that, so I just trimmed that down a little bit. And then I had this thread just sitting on my desk, and I was like, you know what? Maybe I need like little messy bundles of thread underneath my my butterflies, because this is a messy photo, so I'm going to do the messy thread instead. So I'm going to put that underneath all 3 of my butterflies there. And here is just where I'm going to kind of make that corner work for me. And I will get a butterfly up there as well. I'm going to use a yellow chipboard one. It's sitting over there hanging out with my frazzle. See, here I am again trying to figure out if I can make something out of that, but as you can see, I cannot. So I went off screen and I glued everything down and pulled out some more things. So I pulled out a title that says "Remember Today" in kind of that limey green that he has all over him. That is a Bramble Fox perspective. And I found one of those tags that I had made from the pattern paper when I was making the tag sketch that didn't happen with those tags. So I already had that done. Then I found a Echo Park frame, and I found a little chipboard floral piece that I put up by my tabs. And then the only thing that I'm going to add after that is I have this sticker sheet, and this is from Magical Forest from the sticker book. And I'm just going to add kind of these leaves everywhere to go with the fact of the leaf paper that is down at the bottom. And I'm going to put it along my ruffles. I'm going to put it up at the top and around my title. Now I do have a tag. So I have a tag hole, and as you've noticed this month, I have been loving putting the frazzle through the tag hole. I am doing it a little different. I'm not actually going to put it through the tag hole. I'm just going to fold it in half and use my tiny attacher and attach it. So that's kind of my cheat lazy way of filling my tag hole, but I like it. It brings that blue a little bit more around the page. So here's where I'm going to trim that off. And that is going to do it. So I will have a list of everybody who is playing along with Off the Board down below, as well as the shop and the Instagram and the Facebook, so you can come join us. And I've got a couple of close-ups for you. So if you have any questions, please leave them down below. If it's your first purchase in the shop, you can use my code Crystal10, and that'll save you 10% off of your first order. And that is going to do it for me today. So I hope you enjoyed this video and this kit, and I'll see you on Sunday for the layout share. So remember to wear your crown, and I'll see you next time. Bye.